Together, Enablon and TCI combine technology and advisory expertise to help organizations move from traditional HAZOP approaches towards more dynamic, integrated risk management.
So my name is Stefan from TCI, and I will start off this presentation with a bit of background to the process of HAZOP. How does it work? What are the outcomes and the challenges? And then at some point, Geert will take over and he will demonstrate the Enablon tool that ties it all together. When do you do a HAZOP? There's quite a few instances where a HAZOP can be beneficial. It can be as early as your pre-feed part of your design project. That's on the design side of things, but also when your facility is already up and running. And again, that also applies to any modifications you wish to make to your facility. So as part of management of change, typically you want to do a risk assessment. What am I changing? How does that affect my risks that I have? Am I introducing new risks? And one of the more structured approaches to identifying anything there would be a HAZOP. And then HAZOP brings you a level of detail further down and looks really at your process and your scenarios. What if this pump stops? What if that valve closes, etc. All of these, then again, can be represented from a visual point of view in a Bowtie workshop, where your Bowtie methodology allows you to make it very clearly visible how you progress from the threat via various barriers that would fail to your top event and then ultimately to your final consequence, making it very clear and obvious both for, let's say, the operator on the one hand and management on the other hand. Some of the outcomes will be feed for other studies, such as a Bowtie assessment or a LOPA assessment. You want to get the data across properly. So you try to minimize data loss by going from one piece of software to the other. But currently, that is what we are doing.
Talking about process safety has been around for quite a long, even since the 60s. Now, for the past 4 years, we have been, at least for process safety management, we at Enablon have been working towards integrating everything that we are doing around these kind of tools and processes into our vision platform, so that we offer the market an integrated tool. We're talking about process safety management. We are talking about actually 3 systems. One is Bowtie XP Enterprise, which has been around for more than a decade already. Barrier management for also half a decade or even more. And the process hazard analysis, we've been working on it for a long time. What are the outcomes of the HAZOP? So we want to then further facilitate all that valuable knowledge that is gained during that process to be available in the business. And other modules of Enablon, like control of work, are also integrated into this vision, but also the incidents. The incident management is also integrated through Bowties. This is the Enablon platform. This is a live demo environment. Then you can preview the Bowtie that you quickly created here. And I could review whether this is indeed the scenario I'm interested in. So indeed, overpressure in a reactor leads to loss of containment. So then what next, right? So you want to operationalize this in your day-to-day. And therefore, we're moving to the barrier management module. And here it is colored red, and that's because certain barriers in the Bowtie have been turned into red. But what is it that makes that the high pressure alarm is red? So there's a level of detail that is also pulled from Bowtie XP Enterprise, but is then connected to third-party systems or other systems of Enablon. And we're going to give that example in that barrier management overview. This is where we're overlaying the safety critical elements of the barriers under each barrier.